What's he building in there? What's he building in there? We have a right to know.
Greetings, Earthlings. When we last left our 7-inch monochrome monitor, I was making up the connectors, and here they are finished. There's the DIN connector with video and audio in, and here's the power connector with red for plus 12, black is ground, and white is that magic power on where you don't have to push the button, so that it could actually be powered on by a processor. So, and I obviously I've put my video source away, but let's fire up the old power supply. Hi, I'm the Troy McClure of power supplies. Yeah. Whatever, dude. Power it on. So, as I mentioned before, it has to have a DC to DC converter in it. You see it draws about 130 milliamps just idling when it's actually on. And it says manu, doesn't say on, off, it says manu. Manu. When I press that, then it's, little over an amp. But you can see that it does appear that those wires are hooked up correctly. So now the question is, what do I do with it? Well, okay, so, I started kind of breadboarding a 6809 system. There's the processor. That's some RAM. Now, that's not the RAM that I'm actually going to use in the final product because, as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm using these, what we call cheap video cookbook techniques. And so the actual RAM will be this Cypress Semiconductor RAM CY7C162. But for now, that's a little more than I want to deal with. I thought, I would breadboard it up and just sort of get the basic circuit working with the processor, the RAM. This is the clock circuit over here. This is just some testing some of the timing circuit for the cheap video thing. There's an EEPROM, there's a timer chip, and there's a sound chip, 76489A. Which may give a hint as to what the ultimate plan is for this thing. We'll see. So I thought about that. I kind of ran out of wires. I thought about using this old breadboard, which you can see I've used before, and I desoldered everything off of it, and I could solder some sockets on there. And then I thought, well, maybe I just ought to make up a printed circuit board and go with that, and I'll probably make a mistake, and so I'll have to cut some traces or run some jumpers or whatever, and possibly even do a second round. But I haven't really got to that yet. So what does that mean? Does that mean the project is on hold? Well, this just arrived in the mail. It's a red SparkFun box. So I say, whatever is in this box, we use in this project, okay? Do I know what's in the box? I'm not saying. Was this a gift? No, I actually paid for it, so I do know what's in the box. So here we go, an unboxing of a SparkFun box all the way from Colorado. That's the receipt. That's packing paper. What's this? Ooh. Some big buttons. These look fun. Those look like things that would be in an arcade game or something, don't they? 2 white buttons and 1 green button. Okay. Okay. But there's more. That's all the more. Okay. There's more. There's this. Multi-coin selector. It can be used for automatically selling system. It can be used for 5 different kinds of coins. 5? I thought I bought the 3-coin one, which costs less than the 5-coin one. But there it is. Please insert token. Okay. Well, that does it. We're just going to have to build a modern-day version of a vintage arcade game based around a 6809 processor and a little tiny monitor, because that's what I've got. And this, you put the coins in, and that's how you'll start the game. That's plastic there. So guess what? No instructions. This looks like a power cable, which connects there. There's a couple of switches. There's another little connector there, which says, let's see, this says DC 12 volts, coin ground counter, normally open, normally closed. That's a switch. Fast, medium, slow, and set. Set, which sounds like it should be a button, but it's 2 jumper pins. How bizarre. Okay. The coin goes in there, and it rolls down through there, and it drops out the bottom. Okay, well, I'm going to have to stop the video, and where would this go? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right. Nope. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to, I think it's there. I think I'm going to have to go online and see if there's any documentation on this thing, and we'll power it up and see if, oh, it has some LEDs here too. We'll power it up and say, oh wait, there's other buttons. Wait, what do these say? Set. Oh, which is the same as set over here. Oh, okay, so it does have a button. Good. Okay, set, add, minus. Huh. And this says pin. Pin, or P-in, or something like that. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LEDs. Okay, so I'm going to figure out how this works. We'll get some power to it and see if we can make it accept coins. And once again, through the magic of editing, I'm back and ready to play with this thing now. I did find some instructions on the SparkFun website for this. There they are. There they are. You see those? Okay. But it says on here, it can be used for 5 different kinds of coins. I think that 5, they mean 3. 1 peso, 5 peso, 10 peso coins already set up, but you can set up yourself easily. I don't have any peso coins. So I'm going to use, well, it says capable of accepting all worldwide coins and tokens. I have some Canadian coins here, some Canadian nickels, some Canadian dimes, and some Canadian quarters. And I have an American quarter and an American nickel. These are Canadian pennies. They're collector's items because they don't use those anymore in Canada. Okay. Or is it Canada? Canada. Canada, and the United States of America. So the setting process for parameters. Hold on the button okay, well, it takes 12 volts, DC 12 volts plus or minus 10%. Okay, I've got that. No, 12 volts plus or minus 10%. Okay. And hold on the button add and the button minus, oh well, let's power it on. Let's see what happens. Okay, LEDs flash and it says 0. I don't know what that means. Okay, hold on the button add and the button minus. That's these two. And and then it goes to A. For seconds, it doesn't say how many seconds, but for seconds, then letter A will appear from the LED display. Hold on the button. Whoa, what was that? Hold on the button set for seconds, and letter E will appear. Okay, we can try that. And that's doing nothing. Next, well, okay, we're back at A. Next, use the button, let's see, okay. Next, use the button add and the button minus to choose how many kinds of coins you would like to use. Okay, that's not working. And then press hold set for seconds to finish, okay. The maximum is 30. What maximum is 30? Please choose more than 15 samples for accurate. Oh, well, I don't see anything about that. Letter high will appear. Use the button add and the button minus to choose how many samples you would like to insert later. Next, hold on the button set for seconds to finish. Oh, well, letter P1 will appear. What? A. All right, I don't see this thing functioning. However, I did manage to get it to accept coins previously. I tried this before I turned the video back on. So we'll just see. I don't know if it's in program mode or not. We're going to try. We're going to try the nickels. 5. Oh, okay. So it's accepting nickels because I've already configured it, and it says that's 5 cents. And I don't know how that gets set because those are 5s. The dimes came out as 10s, which is correct. 10. I would hope you could reprogram this more than once, because I don't want to be stuck on Canadian coins. I had in mind, okay, and then trying and then quarters. And quarters come out as 1, because that was, I guess, uno peso. Uno peso. Won't you give me uno peso? Okay, here's an American quarter, and it rejects that. Whoops. Rejects American quarter. It rejects the pennies. And here's an American nickel. Oops. And it accepts American nickels as well as Canadian nickels. They're close enough somehow. Okay. Well, now these gray wires apparently have a signal, and it sends pulses out to indicate when it's received a coin. I don't know exactly how that works. But these instructions are garbage. But anyway, it's set up for Canadian coins. So we'll call that good for now. Whoa. Bonus material. I have figured out how it indicates that a coin has dropped and which coin type. Okay, what I've got. Coin acceptor. Never mind about the programming. It got programmed somehow. Over here, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But there's a white wire coming out of here, okay? And the white wire is the coin indicator. The white wire is connected. I have a storage scope here, logic analyzer / storage scope. Okay, and then there's a 10K ohm resistor from the white wire to the plus 12 volts. Okay, so the range we see here is minus half a volt to 12.5 volts on the full scale. Okay, and if I tell it to run, and let me do a quarter. Now remember, a quarter was showing up as a 1. Well, you'll see it. You'll see it flash 1 here. 1. Okay? And there it is, 1 pulse. 50 milliseconds wide. Okay. The nickel is a 5. Run. 5. And I get 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each 50 milliseconds wide. I don't know how far apart they are. That's more than 50. I'll measure that. And then the dime is a 10. So, run. And it's going to run off because... Wait, let me do this. Okay. That's now 2 milliseconds. It should take up the same amount of space as that, yeah. Run. Dime. 10 pulses. Boom. Well, maybe not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It ran off the end. What? 100 milliseconds, 100 milliseconds, 1 millisecond per sample. Sample period 2 milliseconds. Wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? 7 millisecond 5. Let's try this. Oh, let me see. Same deal. I'm using the wrong. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, good. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't know why on 2 milliseconds it didn't. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there it is. I did something wrong. I didn't press run, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So that is how that works. If I could figure out how to set the number of pulses per coin, then I could go like 1, 2, 3. But I don't know how to do that because the instructions don't seem to match this particular device. They're close, you know, because you can kind of somehow, by pressing the buttons, I got it to at least program the coins. But that's all. I couldn't program the counts or well, I guess on the number of coins, that's set to 3, and you just bail out of your programming if you have fewer than 3. I'll figure that out later. But that's it for now.